Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to dig into the really powerful documentary, Coded Bias. We'll be looking at how this film shines a light on the hidden biases in the algorithms that are shaping our lives, and, what we can actually do about it.
This quote right here, it really hits the nail on the head. It gets to the very heart of why a film like Coded Bias is so important. Think about it. Long before most of us ever interact with complex AI, we learn about it from stories. Those stories shape how we see the world, and that makes looking at them a really powerful way to understand what's truly at stake.
Okay, so to be super clear, this isn't a movie review. I want you to think of this more like a director's commentary track. It's designed to help parents, educators, really anyone, frame a great discussion after watching. It's all about connecting the dots between what we see on screen and the real AI that's shaping all of our lives.
The real power of this film is that it grounds AI in actual human stories. It takes us way beyond abstract code and shows us what happens when a flawed algorithm denies someone a job or misidentifies them in a police lineup. It's a perfect case study in the very real-world consequences of coded bias.
All right, so what's the actual story at the heart of the film? Well, it all kicks off with a brilliant researcher who runs into a really frustrating and revealing problem.
The whole story starts with a discovery. MIT researcher Joy Buolamwini finds out that a facial recognition software literally can't see her face, unless she wears a white mask. That one moment kicks off a massive investigation, for she uncovers a pretty shocking truth. A lot of these AI systems are just plain inaccurate for women and for people of color. And the impact? It's enormous. We're talking about things that affect people's entire lives: hiring, healthcare, even prison sentences.
And this just perfectly illustrates the stakes. The film's director, Shalini Kantaya, has this amazing phrase for it: invisible gatekeepers of opportunity. It so perfectly describes the power these algorithms have. I mean, they're just humming away in the background, making these huge judgments about our lives, often with zero oversight or accountability. So, to really unpack everything this film is showing us, it helps to have a framework. We can look at all these issues through 4 key areas, or domains, of AI, which just gives us a structured way to think about the whole problem. So first up is AI literacy, which just asks, how does this tech actually work? Second, we have AI ethics, which considers what are the potential harms and risks. Third is AI fluency, which looks at that partnership between humans and machines, asking who gets the final say. And finally, AI development, which questions where it all came from, what human choices and what biases went into building this thing in the first place. All right, now let's use that framework to help separate the movie's powerful storytelling, what we can call the real world, from the actual, factual AI concepts it represents, the real world. So on the real side of things, the movie gives us this amazing, inspiring hero's journey. It's a really compelling story. But the real-world parallel is what truly matters. The problem isn't just one flawed program. It's that so many AI systems are trained on data that's already full of our own historical biases. If a company historically hired mostly men, and you train an AI on that data, well, the AI learns to favor male candidates. You're essentially automating old-school discrimination, but at a massive scale. And all of this leads to the film's central call to action, which is this idea of algorithmic justice. It's a movement to hold these systems accountable, to demand we can see how they work, and to correct the biases that are embedded deep inside them. The film powerfully frames this as the next big chapter in the civil rights movement, making sure our digital world is fair and just for absolutely everyone. So, after watching a film like this, what are we supposed to do? What's the main thing we should take away and bring into our own conversations?
Here's the key takeaway. Coded Bias is not a film that's trying to make you fear a robot apocalypse. Not at all. It's really an invitation to look behind the curtain. It reminds us that these AI systems aren't some inevitable force of nature. They are products of human choices, human values, and yeah, our own human blind spots.
I want to end with this incredible thought from the director. She says that making the film actually made her question our constant race toward efficiency and perfection. Maybe our flaws, our biases and our empathy, maybe they aren't bugs to be eliminated. Maybe they're essential parts of our humanity that we actually need to bring to technology, not code out of it. And that leaves us with a final question for you to consider. From the apps on your phone to the systems used in your community, what are the human choices that are shaping the AI all around you? And what role can you play in making sure they're fair, just, and humane?